Yeah, VU metering it's really helpful in that if you're looking to do like a little bit of boosting, like right now, like the way that I'm doing it now, you can actually calibrate um, where 0 is, and that's sort of the whole function of a VU meter. Is you say like I want -16, for example, to be the average volume, and so well you'll see the way that I do it. So oftentimes I'll like see in this case where the percussion is peaking. So it might be like average volume level being around -17 decibels, especially when that kick comes in. And I want it to be a little bit louder just for the sake of a mix that's a bit more upfront. So I want that average to then be -14 in this case. You know, just kind of spitballing, but I think that would be about right. If anybody would like to chime in, just to kind of keep me, you know, accountable. Something like that. So now, you know, I shot for -14. I got maybe 1 decibel up in average peak level, but I'm content because it's a bit louder. I had to boost it by about 2 decibels just to get it to that point. And now, in theory, if we affect the other elements in a similar way, in a way that's tasteful and accounting for which part of the spectrum they occupy and how much energy they take up. This is also like maybe a more convoluted way of mixing. To me, I find it very similar to adjusting fader level, although this is a more specialized way of adjusting level and even a more specialized reason. So now I've got a VU meter on the bass and I'm looking to boost it. So I'll calibrate it in a way that's conducive to finding a new average, volume average. So where is it peaking now? So yeah, I've got, you know, it's a little bit difficult to discern, especially on like a laptop or phone speaker, but the sub bass is around 60 hertz and below, so it's subtle, but it'll add up when I'm looking to master this project. So looking to find a new volume average, a higher one in this case. See if we can't get the new average to be around -21 decibels or. Yeah, something like that. Same process for the synth. Now usually I'd have, you know, upwards of 2 or 3 or half a dozen synths feeding into a submix, and I might affect them with a VU meter. And you know, the reason why I do it this way is oftentimes when I try to get a louder result, I ruin the integrity of the mix that I had, and that's no fun. I find it better to have more of a blunt object like this in a way to boost the existing mix. So boosting your separate elements that are summed together in a tasteful way, you know, that is keeping in mind the mix that you already got. So, you know, I like these fader levels relative to each other, and I don't want them to change per se, and I also don't want to distort the crap out of my synthesizers, you know. But so is my timid nature, and the reason why I have to use this anyway. So a lot of guys don't have any problem, you know, just drowning their channels out with compressors and saturators, but I've always gone for a more dynamic type of sound. I was a jazz guy before I was an Ableton guy, so the whole boost is, you know, for a long time has been foreign to me.